Hey Taurus, welcome to your March 2025 predictions. Make sure to come back March 27th and 28th for your March 2025 horoscopes as well. What does Taurus need to know for March 2025, please? Taurus, they're saying that someone or something is throwing you for a loop. And I always like to take these kind of idioms or these phrases and understand what they mean energetically. So they said something or someone, so take it how you will, Taurus, and please only take what resonates, leave the rest behind. But throwing someone for a loop, in my mind, it's kind of like a boomerang effect. And if we take a boomerang energetically, it's the law of karma. And so what you put out, you receive back in. And maybe you're almost like putting your own self on this loop. Now they said someone or something. So the something could be you. You're putting out some energy that you don't want reciprocated back, but you're getting it reciprocated back, and it's kind of putting you on this loop, or maybe the stuck cycle that you're in, or maybe a stagnated energy. If it's somebody, I would say you likely have an intuitive idea of who I'm talking about. And this is interesting because this is the first time a person has come through in all my sign readings or channelings this month. So quite interesting. Follow your intuition, Taurus. Allow yourself to step off the ride, so to speak. You are in control of your reality. You do not have to play by anybody else's games or rules, play anybody else's games or play by their rules. Remember, you create your own. So allow yourself to say, you know what? I'm going to step off of this ride, and I'm going to put up a boundary, and I'm not going to allow myself back on because I'm tired of these loop-de-loops. Thank you. What else does Taurus need to know for March 2025, please? Yeah, so the song Pursuit of Happiness just came into my brain. It says, looking ahead, no turning back. And so if you are resonating with this first message where you're taking yourself off of this energetic ride of sorts, once you do, you'll be able to look ahead, and you're almost like determined in the month of March not to look back. It's like you realize maybe, and it could very well be that you're on this loop because you keep looking back and you keep looking back, and it's like every time you look back, you're like starting the ride over again. It's like right when the roller coaster ends and they're going to let you off, they're like, just kidding, you looked back and you're starting again. So it's that kind of a vibe. Thank you. What else does Taurus need to know for March 2025, please? Taurus, I see you researching something. You're curious about the way something works. I don't know. I don't know if this show is even still on TV, but a while ago, back in the day, I feel like my dad used to watch a show called like How It's Made or something, and they take you through like kind of the whole process of how something is created, which was kind of an interesting show. And it's kind of that vibe. It's like you're going through like the process of something and you're learning it. And it's one, a curiosity of your own, but two, you recognize like you're going to do something with the information, whether it's teach it, whether it's, use it and apply it to your life in some way and experiment with this information. But it's like, it's kind of twofold. It's like you're filling curiosity, which is nice, and it kind of feels like a hobby of a sense, but then you kind of realize like, oh, I could actually really like do something with this. That's the type of vibe I'm getting with this. Thank you. What else does Taurus need to know for March 2025, please? It's like an energy around time. I'm always focused on time because I think it's quite an interesting idea on this physical plane, but it's like you're trying to almost showcase to somebody, maybe yourself, once again, I don't know. It's like you're trying to show that there's no such thing as time. You're like trying to prove to somebody else that time is non-existent. And maybe this goes back to the studies that you're studying. I'm not really sure. Taurus, please take it only if it resonates. Let me know in the comments below if it does. But it's like you're like gonna prove something out. You're gonna beat the odds. It's like that kind of a vibe. Thank you. What else does Taurus need to know for March 2025, please? Taurus, I just got the message, and maybe it's like my dad, because I did mention my dad earlier, and he was a carpenter, and he would always say, measure twice, cut once. And that was a message that just came through. So take it if it resonates, Taurus. Basically what it means is like double check before you go, changing anything up. Like, to make it true, if you guys hang out with me enough and you follow along in my morning lives, it's like double confirmation. Measure twice, cut once. Thank you. What else does Taurus need to know for March 2025, please? Taurus, I haven't been singing a lot this month, but there's a song, I have no idea. It's like, and it's true. Anybody? I don't know. It's like it feels like it's like an oldie song, but it's like, ooh, something about being true. Maybe it's a new song. I don't know. Maybe it's a TikTok song. I don't know. But something about something being true, it feels very like, the message feels like angelically or guides given. In other words, like it's like you're receiving truth from a higher source, your higher self, your guides, angels, God, source, universe, creator, whatever you want to call it. And it's like that. It's like a very angelic kind of vibe to it. Like just like kind of like, ah, I don't know. I don't know how else to describe it, Taurus. Thank you. What else does Taurus need to know for March 2025, please? Okay, so this past message is saying many of you are starting to connect with your higher self, and you're starting to realize that the connection obviously is always there, first and foremost. So when I say connect, I mean stronger, right? You're building the relationship. You're starting to experience the guidance through words, through songs, through phrases, through people, through synchronicities, through numbers. There's a billion ways that our guides are communicating, or our higher self is. And you're like maybe receiving some messages, and then they're like confirming with like this, it's true. Ooh. I don't know. Please take it if it resonates, Taurus. Leave the rest behind. Thank you. What else does Taurus need to know for March 2025, please? Taurus, I have no idea what to make of this message. I think I'll let you interpret this one on your own, but I just saw like a dog, and somebody has a treat and the dog is jumping, and the person's going like this. And so the dog sees a treat, and the person brings the arms up, and the dog jumps for it, but it's like a little bit out of reach. And then the person brings it down higher up. And it's like the dog is kind of jumping, and it's this feeling almost, Taurus, like it's almost mocking in a sense, and I don't like it. It's not the best feeling. It's like the person is tricking the dog. And I'm not saying you're doing the tricking, but I wonder if somebody is moving a goalpost on you. That's what it feels like. It's like right when you're just so close to like biting it, you know, getting what you want, it's like, oh, just kidding, a little bit further. And then it's like there, and it's like, just kidding, a little bit further. So it could go back to this very beginning message, Taurus, kind of full circle around, what was I saying at the beginning? Someone or something's throwing you for a loop. I mean, we just went full circle. So think about that, and I would just check in and see if somebody's moving the goalpost on you, and if they are, I would be having conversations with them. Thank you. Taurus, what a message for March 2025. Let me know in the comments below if any of it resonates. Please only take what resonates, leave the rest behind. And Taurus, if you are ready to break free from stuck cycles, I'm talking truly change your life, then make sure to check out the description